I walked in on my housemaid breastfeeding my 6-month-old son, and the sight was too sour and dumbfounding for me. She was lost in the act, not noticing when I stepped into the room and stood watching her until a cry escaped my throat. It wasn't a sight I was prepared for. No one prepares for such. I had to treat this. I had to take action against this line that was crossed, in my own way. Being a first-time mother is by no means a simple feat, but being one who works, studies, and has her partner living overseas, I had my work cut out for me. So when this maid was recommended to me by a friend, it felt like the right way to go. The maid was her sister, and as such I appreciated the fact that she wasn't a total stranger. I had come into the room on a few occasions to find my maid's upper body uncovered and had thought nothing of it. I assumed she was just a girl who hated clothes and bras when she was indoors. I should have thought better of it though, given she never slept naked. One rainy Tuesday, I'm here doing everything. It is raining. I am in the kitchen cooking dinner for myself when Kevin's voice rings out from the room. Ah, he is awake. I lower the gas and dash off to attend to him. The sight before me isn't the one I expected. The roof is leaking and the bed is wet. I grab Kevin at once, trying to pamper him into silence. He will not have it. It is as if he is mad that I let cold water touch his body. So, I'm trying to sort Kevin out and trying to find something to catch the water leaking from the roof with, when I perceive the unmistakable smell. My pot is burning in the kitchen. It is at the point the doorbell rings. The door is open. I shout. Amelia walks into the apartment, drenched to her undies, dragging a suitcase with her. She is the new maid, ready to start working with me. I'm sorry I am in a crisis, I say to her, barely noticing her soaked clothes. She senses it all right away. Kevin is yelling in my ears. Smoke is coming out from the kitchen and whatever else could be going on in the room was going on. She moves right away. Into the kitchen first she steps, turns the gas off and shifts the pot away from the burner. Then to the room she goes, accesses the situation, goes off to the bathroom, grabs a pair of buckets and places them on the bed to collect the water from the leaking roof. As she did these, I was able to concentrate on Kevin and get him to stop crying. This was how I met Amelia, and I knew she was going to be a good maid. Or so I thought. In the coming days, I enjoyed a bit more freedom, while being there for my son as much as possible. I attended classes, went into the office a few times, wrote and passed exams, and everything looked great. My baby was developing well. I attended to him in the morning before leaving the apartment at 10, and then I'd be back by 5 p.m. I actively bathed and fed him, making sure we had quality moments to make up for the hours I was away. Amelia looked after Kevin, and there was no sign of distress or nothing to show she was doing a bad job. Eventually, on 3 or 4 occasions, due to my thesis work, I had to travel out of the state for experiments and data collections. I made sure to return to my baby on the same day. I guess this must be the period the breastfeeding started. The day I caught her breastfeeding Kevin, I was devastated. The weight of what had happened was depressingly heavy. I cried. I couldn't eat. I kept asking myself, was I a bad mother to my boy? Was I doing everything all right by him? I worried for him. How did single mothers or mothers whose partners were far away do it? I had so many questions, about everything. How many times had this young woman breastfed my boy? What was she feeding him from her body? My boy was so fragile and so innocent and didn't deserve any of this. I asked her how many times she had done this, and she said it was the first time. I knew she had to be lying. I mean, I was in the apartment on that day, and she had the effrontery to try it. Why was I to believe she didn't try it when I was not in the apartment, when I was on the bus to another state? I called my partner. He was lost. He could not wrap his head around what could drive a young woman to put her dry breasts into the mouth of a child that was not hers. He called his family to speak about this. He called to speak with Amelia. Amelia swore it was a spur-of-the-moment thing, and that she would never try that again. That was not enough for us. Yet we were not sure of how to move on without Amelia. I had so much work to do. If I quit my job, we could suffer. I was caught in a difficult place, and this made me cry so much. In the next few days, I still wasn't sure of what to do. I didn't know if I was going to send her away. But I knew what I was certain of: stay the heck at home and look after Kevin. However, the more I saw the maid around, the more the sense of fear, of something creepy and unacceptable, gripped me. I began to think back to the story her sister, my friend, told me about Amelia, The main reason she was without a job before I hired her. I will leave that out, however, my discomfort with the situation was further amplified. I took Amelia to the hospital and made her take several tests. They returned negative. I felt slightly lighter. A week after this incident, I informed Amelia I needed her to clean the entire apartment. She worked hard while I played with my baby. When she was done, I informed her there was only one more task for her to accomplish, and that was to put everything that belonged to her inside her box, that there was a cab waiting for her outside to take her home. She immediately knew I was done with her. She went on her knees and pleaded with me not to let her go. That ship sailed already. I was determined to manage with my son. I told her she needed to stop wasting both of our time and get to work. Seeing I could not be persuaded, she packed her things into her box, bade me goodbye and left. I didn't even look in her direction. I closed my door, wiped a tear and braced myself for the difficult job ahead. If you ever experience this sort of thing, please let me know what you think.